Hey there students, in today's video we're going to be talking about how to record adjusting entries for prepaid expenses. First we're talking about what are prepaid expenses, what are adjusting entries, go through some examples, then we'll go through some actual transactions where you record the transaction and then later record the adjusting entry for that transaction. Let's get into it. Okay, so first off, what are adjusting entries? As you can see here, basic that they never involve cash. So when you have adjusting entries, you're making an adjustment based on the passing of time or a consumption of an account. So it never involves cash. It's just adjusting the original entry to incur what we call a revenue or an expense. As time passes or as you consume something, you have to record a revenue or an expense based on that time passing or that consumption. Now, there are a few different types of adjusting entries for different types of accounts. Today, we're just talking about prepaid expenses, and it kind of sounds what it's like. It's a prepaid expense. It's something you pay for up front, prepaid. So it isn't recorded as an expense or a revenue yet on the income statement. It's recorded as an asset or a liability up front. Then when time passes or something is consumed, you record it as a revenue or expense. That's what a prepaid expense is. And those get adjusted, right, based on consumption or time passing. Here are some examples. So like prepaid insurance, that's an obvious one. You pay for insurance up front, and then as time passes, it gets consumed, then you have to record an adjusting entry. Prepaid advertising, same deal. You buy it up front, and as the company performs the advertising for you, right, you can go ahead and remove that portion they already did for you, right? You record it as an expense, advertising expense. Tutoring, so if you hire me or someone else to tutor for you, sometimes you'll pay up front, right, for tutoring. And then as we have our lessons, right, that account will deplete based on what we use. Prepaid credit cards is a very common one. You put money on a credit card, right? You can go to a store on a gift card or whatever it might be, and you put money on it, say $50. Then you use that gift card, right? That account depletes, and you have to make adjusting entries to show the correct balance as it goes down. Subscription services, right? You might pay $10 a month, but you pay $10 up front at the beginning of the month, and you get that whole month, right? When you subscribe to Netflix, for example. Then you use that subscription throughout the month, and then the next month you have to pay it again. So it depletes. Prepaid rent, very common one. You pay up front, then as time passes, you use up that rent. Supplies, you buy some supplies, and then as you use those supplies, you consume them. You have to make adjusting entries to that balance. Groceries, that is a very common example you might use every single day. When you go to the store, you buy groceries, right, to eat. And as you eat them, you consume them. So what's happening is you pay for it up front. So actually it's not an expense at that time. These are all considered assets at this time. They're assets on the balance sheet. And as you use them, you have to expense them as you use them. Same with groceries. It's an asset, and once you start eating the groceries, then you're using them up and you have to record adjusting entries. Now you wouldn't do that with groceries, but you would record that. Now those are some examples of prepaid expenses, and then now what we're going to do is go through some transactions for a real world example and show you how this works, where we record the prepaid expense and then later we record the adjusting entry. So let's go through, what we're going to do is go through each transaction. I'm going to show you how to record it, the initial transaction, and then later at the end of July or the beginning of July, I will show you how we make adjusting entries to those transactions. So let me move this over here. So right now on January 1st, Smith Corp paid for 24 months of rent in advance for the office building. 24 months up front. The rent in total was $62K. So they paid up front for that rent for 2 years. So how do you record the initial transaction for that prepaid expense? We'll scroll down here. We'll go to the January 1st category, debit and credit. So what they did there is they bought rent up front. So we're going to debit is an asset, and that's called prepaid rent. And that's going to be for the full amount, $62,000. They bought it. So now they have this rent to use over 24 months. And they paid for it in cash. So cash you'll credit for $62,000. So you bought rent up front. Now time will pass, right? And then we'll show you how to make that adjustment. Let's do the next one here. So on March 1st, Smith Corp issued a $10,000 note with 5% interest. The note was for 3 years. So a note is a liability, right? You owe this over time, right? A note is like a loan, right? You take money from the bank or whoever loaned it to you, and then later you'll pay that back. So let's go ahead and put this in here. So they issued a $10,000 note. So what that means is this: they got cash for $10K, right? It's a loan, but they're going to have to credit a note payable, meaning they owe that money later in the future. So you credit note payable. C, on April 1st, they signed an agreement with an ad agency for 3 months. They paid for the entire contract up front for $9,000. Okay, so they signed on with an ad agency and they paid for that up front. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and put prepaid advertising is what you're getting. It's an asset at the time for $9,000. Then you're going to credit that. You paid for it in cash. So cash is going down for $9,000. Lastly, here on June 1st, Smith Corp bought supplies for the entire month for $8,000. At the end of June, they used up $3,500. So we'll use that later. Right now, let's just talk about what they bought. They bought supplies at June 1st for $8,000. So let's just go ahead and record that. So you would debit supplies, and let me just make this bigger here. So you're going to go ahead and debit supplies for $8,000, and you paid for it in cash for $8,000. So supplies went up for $8,000, you paid for it in cash. Now, we're going to make adjusting entries to all of these. This is make any adjusting entries needed on July 1st, 2022. So on that date. So that means 6 months have passed, right, since January 1st. So let's keep that in mind. So on January 1st, you paid for 24 months up front. Now, it's July 1st now. So how many months have passed? You got to think about time passing. Well, if you count it, you can count it on your fingers if you want. 6 months. So 6 months of this rent was used up, right? Time passed. So you have to record an adjusting entry to show that time passing. So how can we do that? Well, we can make it pretty simple here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a calculation, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do it. Let me see. I'm going to move over, actually. I'm going to move over right here and do it for you. So equals, we're going to show that 6 months passed divided by 24. So 6 months have been used up out of the 24 months. Then we're going to multiply this here times 62,000, because that's the total amount of rent. We're showing how much was actually consumed. Yeah, let me go ahead and redo that here for us. There we go. 15,500. So what they're saying is 15,500 of rent was consumed in those 6 months. So we have to show that. And how do we show that? Well, on July 1st, we'll show it here. We'll call it rent expense, right? You expense that amount for 15,500. And then what you're crediting is that account, right? You prepaid rent up front. So now prepaid rent is depleting. So you show credit to prepaid rent is going down by that much. That's the first adjusting entry. Okay, so next here, March 1st, we have to make an adjusting entry. We got to think about this note. March 1st, when we got it, July 1st is when we need to make the adjusting entry. So right there, 3 months have passed, right? Or let me count it actually. So March, April, May, June. Sorry, 4 months have passed. 4 months. Now, how many total months are there on the note? Well, 3 years is equal to how many months? Well, there's 12 months in a year, right? And if we have 3 of them, it's 36 months. So to calculate the interest, all you do is this. You say equals you do 4 months that's passed divided by 36. Now, how did I get 36? Once again, in 3 years, there are 12 months for every year. 12 times 3 is 36. So 36 total months on that note. And we've consumed 4 of them. 4 divided by 36. Then we're going to multiply that times the principal, or the value of the note, which is 10,000. There we go. So that's how much interest was accrued in those 4 months. So go down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to call it interest expense for 1,111. We'll just keep it at that. And then we're actually going to pay this later. So we say interest payable. We'll pay that interest later. All right. On April 1st, remember we signed that agreement with the ad agency for 3 months. Let's see how much time has passed from April till July 1st, right? April, May, June. 3 months. So it's actually the full amount. 3-month contract, 3 months have passed. So that full 9,000 is what we adjust here. So what we do is you say advertising expense for the total 9,000 that we used, and then our prepaid advertising will be credited, will be going down for 9,000. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. There you go. Now, this next one, June 1st, you bought some supplies for 8,000. At the end of June, you used up 3,500. You used up 3,500. That's the key word there, used up. That's going to be your supply expense, the 3,500. So what you do, you go down, you say supplies expense for 3,500, and supplies, the asset account, will be credited. Because again, you started with 8,000. You used up 3,500. So the supplies account's going down for what you used. Let's make this bigger here. Now that's it. Now, that's how you do adjusting entries for prepaid expenses. We went through what are prepaid expenses, what are adjusting entries, just the basics. And then we went through a big practice problem going through recording the initial transaction, which is important. Then later, as time passes or as something is consumed, you record the adjusting entry, which is what we did. Now the next thing we can do, but I'm actually going to let you do that on your own. You can get back to me in the comments. Go ahead and calculate the balances. So what's left on some of these? Rent, the note, how much interest is left. We already used up the ad, and we also we have some left on supplies as well. So in the comments, if you want to calculate that on your own, I can help you. Tell me what the balances are in these asset accounts and liability accounts. So hopefully that was helpful. We talked about today how to record adjusting entries for prepaid expenses. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really does support the channel. And lastly, my accounting student accelerator is 85% off. So in the description below, you can go and check that out. It's going to help you with all your exams. It's got test questions, it's got PDFs, it's got other videos besides this that will help you pass your accounting tests easily. So make sure you check it out. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.